Yo. So January's done. We had a few albums that came out. We have 4 albums that came out. Actually, no, wait, not 4, 5 albums that came out. I'll leave my album of the year page down in the description. I may review them more in depth there, and you can keep track of my ratings as I go through here. Okay, let's get into it. So for the first album, we have The Weeknd's Dawn FM. Now, this is part of the new trilogy that The Weeknd has started. The first album in the trilogy was After Hours, which I thought was a cool album. I like that album. But now we have Dawn FM, which is the second installment of the 3. Dawn FM is one of The Weeknd's most cohesive albums to date, if not his most cohesive album. I don't know if you can really top House of Balloons. That album is fucking amazing. One of my favorite albums of all time. But yeah, I like this album a lot. I actually love this album. It's very cohesive. It's not too long. The intro, Dawn FM being a skit, it introduces the album well. Then we have Gasoline, which does this weird British dude voice thing. How Do I Make You Love Me is a sick track. I love that. A lot of 80s inspired stuff here. Quincy Jones is also on this album. I don't know if he had anything to do with production, but I know that he's on one of the skits, and I generally like that skit a lot. I like the skits on this album a lot. The outro is cool by Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey does narrate this album as he goes through it, and I feel like he definitely does a good job at that. So yeah, I like him on this. Take My Breath was released as a single, but here he dropped an extended version, and it's so good. Fucking hell, that outro is insane. I don't think this is really listenable as a single song. Then you'd probably, if you just want to put this in your playlist and listen to it, you're better off doing the single version, but this is way better for the album, and it's a great song. Sacrifice is cool. There was a music video for that. I'm yet to watch that, but yeah. Out of Time is cool. I like that song. Here we go again with Tyler. I feel like it's underwhelming. Tyler didn't really add anything. I feel like he was just kind of there. Best Friends is one of my favorite songs of the album. I feel like that song is a little underrated. Production wise, there's not much happening. It's pretty simple. And then Is There Someone Else kicks in, which is my favorite track of the album. I've made a video where I ranked songs worst the best, so check that out. But yeah, I love the sample on Is There Someone Else. At least I think it's a sample. I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm not bothered to check. Theory Eyes, which is a good song too. I love that song. It's very calm and very cool. Every Angel is Terrifying could have been amazing. I still like the intro there. It's like cool, but then it goes into an advert, which is kind of like an advert for his next album, which is probably going to be called Afterlife, which is going to be next in the trilogy. Don't Break My Heart is okay. I think the track is fine. I Heard You're Married with Lil Wayne is cool, but Lil Wayne does ruin it a bit. I don't really like his verse too much. I think it's a bit Less Than Zero is amazing. I like the theme of that song. I like the ideas that he presents on it. I just generally like the ideas and the theme of this whole album. It's about like afterlife, and it's kind of like his nihilistic views, you could say, and it's meant to be like a purgatory state. Abel envisions purgatory as like being stuck in traffic, which I feel like this album does work well with that. It's got a whole radio theme to it. It's got ads. It's just good. It's very good. It's very cohesive. It's very theme consistent. I like it. This album is, I'd say, The Weeknd's second best album, of course behind House of Balloons. If I had to rate it, I would give it probably an 8, a pretty solid 8 as well. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I'm interested to see where he goes with the trilogy. Very excited, and yeah. Next up we have Do This Forever by Gunna. This album has been seen with mixed reviews. Some people like it on Twitter, and he started a whole fucking trend with this thing. I guess I'm already kind of bored of that. I don't know. It was cool at the start because it was kind of like a niche thing. Only people who like Gunna and were on Twitter knew about it, and then everyone now knows about it, and it's kind of meh. I don't know. But yeah, this album is a lot of trap production, kind of similar to Gunna's music. I'm not the biggest fan of Gunna's music, but I do think he knows how to make a banger. He knows how to make a decent song. A lot of the tracks on here are forgettable. I'm looking at the track list right now. First of all, it's 19 songs. A Gunna album I don't think needs to be 19 songs. Keep it at like 12, 11, 13 tracks. It's just a short track, a bunch of good songs, fire tracks. I think the quality drops off a lot in the second half of the album. He goes more melodic and sad for some reason. I don't know why he'd do that. You'd stick to what you're good at. Why are you trying to? But yeah, the tracks I like from here are Push and P. She Not a Lesbian for peace. She's a lesbian. Poochie Gun, I like the track a lot. But a useless ass Freddie Gibbs this. What the fuck was the point of that? But Thought I Was Playing was cool. 21 Savage did this thing. A Lot of Cake is cool. I like the instrumental and that a lot, the melody, but I don't think Gunna really delivers. I find that with a lot of tracks. The beats on this are good. I like the melodies. I like the drums. I like a lot of the production on here, although it is not too complex. It's not too, outgoing. It's pretty basic, but it's good. It's a good trap production. You and Me is a cool track. It's kind of more singy, melodic, I guess, but he does well on it, so I'm gonna let him pass. That was good. What you did later on the album was not good, but this was good. 25K Jacket is probably my favorite track track. Lil Baby killed it with the verse. Holy shit. Yeah, Gunna did his thing too. They went back to back. It was pretty cool. Too Easy has a good instrumental to it. Good verses from both Gunna and Future. I like that song a lot. It's pretty inconsistent, but it does have good moments, and when it does have good moments, they're good. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this album probably like a 6. Not the strongest of 6s, but it is still a 6, I'd say. It's pretty much an average album. Got some cool songs, some songs that are forgettable. But yeah, if you wanna, chill out, you've got some friends over, you've got someone over, you wanna just listen to some background music, this is pretty good. Just slap this on and you'll be fine. So yeah. Next, we have From a Bird's Eye View by Cordae. With Cordae, I have a bit of an issue that he's a bit forgettable for me. I don't know, he just seems kind of there. When he started out, he was good, I think. But as he makes more music, he just becomes more samey and forgettable. I don't know how to explain it. And I was hoping that on this album, he'll maybe branch out a bit, develop his own sound a bit more. And when you hear it, you'll know, oh, it's Cordae. This is his sound, this is him. I did not get what I was hoping for. He was making this thing, it's gonna be like some big cohesive listening experience. So I was excited to see what it has in store. But it didn't match what he said. I don't know what the fuck he was on about. Like, yeah, I don't see much cohesion in this. It's repetitive. It's not cohesive, it's very repetitive. I'm looking at the track list. I can remember about 4 songs, and I've listened to this album twice now. So what I do remember from here is Super. That song was cool. And I've been seeing a lot of people comparing with J. Cole, and I can totally understand why. I kind of agree with it too. Listen, Cordae is good, but just go listen to J. Cole. He's way better, okay? But yeah, hopefully when Cordae drops again, he can develop his own sound more and sound more like himself, and I won't have to compare him to J. Cole. Rating like a strong 3 or 4 or somewhere around there. I don't know, but not a big fan of it. We move. Gonna go get water. Next up is Sick by Earl Sweatshirt. When it comes to Earl, I have been a bit split on his music. I like most of his older stuff. I'm not too blown away, should I say, but he definitely does have good music. I can't deny that, and maybe just not really for me, but I do respect him and I do appreciate his music. Now with this album, I was a little perplexed by it when I listened to it first. I found being bored, kind of, but I really enjoyed the production. It was really drug-like. It was cool. A lot of the songs here are good. I went back to re-listen to it like the day after, and it just kind of clicked a little more with me, because I guess I was a bit more used to it, because the first time was a bit of a hard listen. I can't lie. Production is very heavy on this. Well, not really heavy, but heavy to listen to. Hard to listen to, I'd say. Hard to get used to. So I need a couple more listens to adjust, and I feel like I have adjusted, and I can say that this is definitely a good project. Let's go over the tracks here. As I said, Old Friend, they're 2010 good. Sick is okay, not my favorite, but not bad. Vision is pretty great. I like the production on it. I like the feature. Tabula, Rasa, I like that sample. I like the sample on that a lot. Then we have a couple of tracks that I don't like too much up until Titanic. Titanic is cool. I think Titanic is fine. And none of my favorite Earl songs that I've actually heard, Fire in the Hole. And I'll probably say my favorite song of the month. If not, then definitely up there, like top 3. This album is pretty good. I've already said what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Well, I don't know really. I kind of like everything about it. Bruh. It's pretty short, so which I feel like is good. If this dragged out for longer, it wouldn't have been good. There's a couple tracks that he could have left off, which I don't think are good. They're kind of they're just kind of filler, and you can't be having filler songs on a 24-minute album with 10 songs. Come on, Earl. Just maybe a few segments from songs that I don't like, and a few tracks that could have been left off. My thoughts on this album, I'd give it a 7. It's pretty good, and I'm interested to see what Earl has next. We're probably gonna have to wait a while to see what he has next, but it is what it is. We'll wait, I guess, and yeah. Doesn't she have like a song on the album where she like takes a sip or something? Hold on, I gotta find it. Give me a second. Here it is. Made Angel. Hold on. There it is. I got a love for desire. It gets higher and higher. Alright, that's enough. I gotta turn that off because I'm gonna get stuck in the album. Nah, hold on. Yeah, I can take off a couple seconds to play a song. Oh my god. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. I'm turning it off. Yeah, as you can tell, I like this album. CAPRISONGS is FK Twigs' 3rd release, I believe. Hold on, I gotta check, I don't know. Yeah, this is her 3rd release, and definitely good. It has like a theme, I guess. It doesn't really have a consistent sound to it. It's pretty experimental. It tries other stuff. The stuff that it tries out, it executes pretty well, so I'm not mad at it. 17 songs, 48 minutes, not too long, and definitely doesn't feel that long, because most of the songs here are great. I wasn't too familiar with her music before this. I'm a little blown away, I can't lie. Production definitely exceeded my expectations. I thought it was gonna be like an R&B album going into it. Well, it kind of is, but kind kind of not. Yeah, there's like interludes where people speak here, which kind of gets in the way of listening to the album. Like if you wanted to listen to the tracks just as songs, like just put them in your playlist, then it can get a bit like, you know, it can ruin your mood a bit because you're ready to listen to the song. I can't wait to listen to someone speak for 30 seconds. But in the form of the album, it's good, and it's not too big of an issue, but still. Meta Angel as well. Tears in the Club with The Weeknd, great song. Oh My Love, another good song. Pamplemousse, another good song. It's literally 6 for 6 right now. This shit is good. Flight Beamers is good. Poppy Bones is one of the best songs I've heard this year so far.
You can hold it. Never stop. I am in nobody. You control it. Not enough, just a little more. We can rock till the morning.
Which Way, the first miss, I'd say, of the album. It's not even that bad. It's alright. Jealousy is cool. Careless with Daniel Caesar is nice. I like that song a lot. Minds of Men is cool. I like that track a lot. Just a lot of the tracks I like. Darjeeling, I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. And then the Thank You song, which is the outro, pretty sad. And I'm happy that she's doing better. She talks about, you know, not being in the best mental state, and then someone being there for her and making her feel better. And yeah, I like that a lot. It's a very cool outro. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate with it. And yeah, I liked it a lot personally. This album is very good. I like production. I like everything. I like everything. I will have to give it the album of the month. I'd say it is my favorite album. The Weeknd's Dawn FM is pretty close, but this I feel just slightly beats it, slightly. I'm gonna give it the same rating, an 8, but a bit of a stronger 8 maybe. So yeah, somewhere around there. And yeah, that's what I think of albums of January. I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm gonna make videos on separate albums. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 50 subs. We're pretty close. And yeah, peace.